Yoruba Union lambasts Tinubu, NSA Ribadu, over rifles handed to Miyetti Allah members amid alarming attacks in Kwara, Kogi. They are giving rifles to Miyetti Allah that they should be protecting the bush. What are they protecting? They are the ones that are causing problems. They are still giving them guns. I don't understand this, our country. The Yoruba Social-Cultural Organization, K1LL Yoruba, has expressed concerns over what it described as the dangerous and inexplicable arming of members of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association to operate in Yoruba-speaking areas of Kwara and parts of Kogi State, amid escalating cases of kidnapping, banditry, and violent attacks in the region. The group, in a statement issued on Thursday, called on President Bola Tinubu, the National Security Advisor NSA Ribadu, and Kwara State Governor Abdurrahim Abdulrazak to immediately explain to Nigerians why ammunition and security support were given to Miyetti Allah members. This happened while local vigilantes, hunters, and community-based security groups were reportedly sidelined and disarmed. The statement was signed by the union's convener Olushola Badero and released through its home director Princess Balogun. According to the organization, the decision, if confirmed, raises fundamental questions about the government's commitment to protecting indigenous communities in Kwara and Kogi, especially as most of the armed groups terrorizing rural areas in the state have been widely identified by residents as herders. Why is the federal government, through the Office of the National Security Advisor, allegedly giving ammunition to Miyetti Allah to protect Yoruba people in Kwara and Kogi, while the same government is withdrawing, discouraging, and sidelining local vigilantes and hunters who understand the terrain and have been at the forefront of defending their communities against kidnappers? The group asked. K1LL Yoruba said residents of several Kwara communities had, as far back as September, raised alarm that Miyetti Allah members were being invited and armed under the pretext of protecting indigenous Yoruba people. Why would Miyetti Allah be the ones protecting Yoruba people? Why? At the time, the Kwara State government and Miyetti Allah reportedly denied the allegations. However, the union said recent developments appear to give weight to those earlier fears. It is deeply disheartening that those entrusted with the sacred responsibility of safeguarding lives and property are being accused of empowering the very group many Nigerians associate with attacks, kidnapping, and ransom taking across the country. Like, these are the people that are attacking people, that are kidnapping people, and then you are still giving them ammunition to protect. Protect who? Who are they protecting? The group questioned the rationale behind equipping a non-indigenous group in a predominantly Yoruba-speaking state, when existing security structures, including local vigilantes and hunters, could be officially supported to complement conventional security agencies. Why equip Miyetti Allah in a state where they are not indigenous, while they are organized local vigilantes and hunters who knows the forest, farm routes, and difficult terrains where kidnappers hide? The union asked. The organization further cited a recent incident in Auchi, Edo State, where some Miyetti Allah members were reportedly apprehended in possession of ammunition and a Kwara State security vehicle. According to the group, the suspect allegedly claimed that the vehicle was provided by the Ilorin government and that an individual identified as Victor supplied them with ammunition. K1LL Yoruba described the incident as alarming, questioning why armed operatives allegedly linked to Kwara State would be operating in another state with weapons. The group also referenced another recent case in which a man allegedly carrying a rifle traced to the office of the National Security Advisor was arrested by the police while attempting to flee Kwara State. The suspect reportedly confessed to being a member of Miyetti Allah. They even have ID cards. They even have ID card. Why would any member of Miyetti Allah be in possession of an NSA rifle? Why is it that the majority of kidnapping cases across the country are consistently linked by victims and communities to armed herders, yet the same group is allegedly being armed by the states? Make it make sense now. The union queried. The Yoruba group expressed disappointment over President Tinubu's silence on the matter, despite the worsening insecurity in Kwara, Kogi, and other parts of the country, where hundreds of Nigerians have been kidnapped in recent months. It is troubling that while the Tinubu administration claims to be fighting insecurity, the situation continues to deteriorate. How can insecurity improve if those accused by communities of terrorizing them are allegedly being armed and empowered? The union said. Ibimwade Kubajele Yoruba warned that the continued arming of non-state actors under any guise could set a dangerous precedent, potentially leading to widespread proliferation of arms and deeper instability. The group called on well-meaning Nigerians, civil society organizations, and traditional leaders to rise up and demand transparency and accountability from the federal government and the Kwara state government. It urged President Tinubu to urgently address the allegations and clearly explain to Nigerians the purpose, scope, and legality of any engagement with Miyetti Allah involving weapons or ammunition. If this issue is not properly addressed, a time may come when people will move around freely with ammunition, citing Miyetti Allah as a precedent. This is a recipe for unrest and national instability, the union warned. Ibimwade Kubajele Yoruba insisted that the safety of Yoruba communities in Kwara, Kogi, and across Nigeria must not be compromised, stressing that any security arrangement that excludes indigenous participation and accountability would only deepen mistrust and insecurity. Yes, because why? Tizo Comrade says stealing the village drum may be easy, but finding a place to beat it peacefully is the problem. As Mesoma says, I thought they said Kwara is not a Yoruba land. Who said it's not a Yoruba land? It's a Yoruba land though. As Alexander says, why shouting against husbands handling guns? Is it wise that should handle guns? What's this one saying? As Omar Siga says, this is quite serious. The said rifle has serial number engraved on the body. Its origin and ownership can be traced. Abraham Maru says the truth must keep on veiling until such a timeline. Good Kuda says it's only money that Tinubu will give them, and the Labas will turn to Baba, I praise you. Kalaka says if you Lambas finish, they keep buying you. Victor says it is called a handshake across the Sahel. Prince Olushola says Ribadu's action is more than meets the eye issue. What led to his opening armory for Miyetti Allah, and more explanation may be needed by the public. Will they explain? No. We all know that they are not going to explain anything to us. As Batulu says, MHM Hausa proverb, only those inside the room knows exactly where it leaks. Security issue is not for everyone to choke mouth. Oh, really? Okay. Ezekiel Musa says that's what will happen when the boss himself is in the office. Davidson says action speaks louder than voice. So, my listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.